Because of this MBA, I became way more aware of my role and what I can do within that role for the whole of the organization. I'm Caroline, I'm an HR consultant at Cygnific, have been for 3 years now. I live in Amsterdam together with Thijs, my partner. We met on an international cruise line when we worked there together, and we have a beautiful son, Lars, who is 3.5. I actually studied hotel school and I contemplated whether to do a master at that time or to start working straight away, and discussed that with my dad as well, and he actually gave me the advice to first go and work and see what I'm good at and where my interest is, and then to decide what my next move would be, specifically when it comes to education. And so I started work, but always with the idea in mind that I would always do a master or an MBA. I spoke to my manager during my mid-year appraisal, and there's an actual box in the appraisal where it says what would you want to do additionally for the next year or at least the next 6 months. And I said to her that I want to do an MBA. I did my research. I actually know where I want to do my MBA, and I want to start and do an MBA. And I will make a business plan for you and for Cygnific, for the board, because I hope that you will support me in this. Her reaction was very motivating. She didn't expect it, obviously, because it's very concrete and also a relatively large ask, if you will. But she was very interested in my ambition, and she was also actually happy that I knew so concretely what I wanted for myself, and that she knew where she could support me in this. And she mentioned that she saw me for a longer period of time working for Cygnific, and this could be a combination. I know that I work for an international company, I just didn't know what that really means. I know that and I see it, I actually see some of the complexity, but it fits more into the puzzle of where that is coming from. And because I know now, or I have an idea or have an awareness why that is, I feel that my role sort of changes and elevates. So the MBA for me was a life decision. It has to fit at that time. So Cygnific was the right decision at the right time. I had a little baby and I knew that I could do my job there and feel safe and supported in that part where I still had to find a balance between work and a new life. But now we're 3 years later, and I've evolved, I've developed within Cygnific, so in my professional role, but I've also developed in my personal role as a mom. And that sort of creates space to keep developing. And that is for me the time to start an MBA, because it fits. This is the piece that is needed to get myself to where I want to be in 5 to 10 years. And I can deviate from that slightly, but the MBA was always going to be part of that decision. It was just a question of where does it and when does it fit. That was now.